Welcome. My name is Jennifer Ledbetter. I serve as your Labor and Employee Relations Manager with the Human Resources and Organizational Management Branch here at Headquarters, United States Marine Corps. Our office presents trainings in support of our ongoing effort to bring relevant and reliable developmental opportunities to our customers. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to today's presentation entitled Defense Performance Management Appraisal Program Training for Employees, also referred to as DPMAP. DPMAP is a collaborative labor management effort to improve human resource practices and policies in the Department of Defense, which helps foster a cultural change that encourages employee engagement, ongoing communication, ongoing employee recognition, accountability, timelines, and requirements. This presentation will guide employees through the performance appraisal process and further explain the attributes DPMAP has to offer. Thank you for joining us today.
To access the My Performance tool, please take note of the link. Once you are in, click on the green Smart Card icon and select your non-email certificate. To access your appraisal, select My Performance under the Key Services section. Before we get into the steps to initiate the plan in the system, let's discuss the performance plan. There are two approaches to creating your performance plan. It is a collaborative effort between you and your supervisor. Either you or your supervisor can initiate the plan by discussing your performance expectations. Once finalized, your supervisor, who will be referred to as the rating official or RO for the rest of this presentation, will send the plan to the second-level supervisor, who will be referred to as the higher level reviewer or HLR for approval. Once approved, the plan is transferred back to you so you can acknowledge that it was communicated to you. Now we will display the steps to begin the plan. Once you are on the My Performance main page, which is the first tab at the top left of your screen, select DoD Performance Management Appraisal Program from the Create a New Plan drop-down menu and select Go. The data on this screen is auto-populated with default dates of 1 April to 31 March, since this is the DPMAP cycle. You can override these dates by using the drop-down list or manually entering them. The only reason you would have to change the start date would be if you started your position after 1 April. The end date will always be the same, 31 March, unless you are extended. The effective date will be the same, 1 June. Verify the dates are correct, as these dates drive performance awards at the end of the appraisal cycle. Also, ensure the correct supervisor is listed. Once complete, click on Save and Continue. Notice that by clicking Save and Continue, you will advance to the next tab at the top of the page. Notice that you are now on Step 2, Mission Goals. Your RO can provide you with your organization's mission goals if you do not know where to find this information. Once you enter the mission goals, select Save and Continue. Notice that you are now at Step 3, Performance Elements and Standards. Click on Add a Performance Element. When complete, select Save and Continue. First, you will enter the title for the first performance element. The start date will be auto-populated, but ensure it is correct. Select the Save and Add Another Performance Element box at the top right of the screen. Elements and standards should be written using SMART criteria. SMART stands for specific, measurable, aligned, realistic, and timed. The minimum should be 3 elements and the maximum should be 10. You should not have any absolute elements and standards. For example, you provide reports with 100% accuracy unless your job is critical to life and safety. You and your RO should be working together on your elements and standards. Once you have completed entering your elements and standards, you will be taken to the Step 4 tab, Approvals and Acknowledgements. This is where you will transfer your plan to your RO. To do so, select Transfer to Rating Official and Go at the top right of the screen. Before we move on, there might be an instance where you or your RO might have to modify your plan. In order to do so, you must return to My Performance main page. Once there, in the Action column, select Update and then Go. Note that the plan must be in your possession in order to be able to make changes. All of the changes must be approved by your RO. As I mentioned, modification can be initiated by you or your RO. The reasons you might need to modify a plan include new priorities, duties, or mission change. That said, your RO can decline all or none of the modification or approve it. Keep in mind that a new 90-day period starts for any element that is modified. After your RO and HLR have finalized your plan, they will communicate it back to you for your acknowledgement. At this point, you are merely acknowledging that the plan was communicated back to you by your RO. If you do not agree with the plan, engage with your RO, although this should have been completed when you were both initiating the plan. You have the option to delete a plan and start the process over. In order to create the progress review, you must be in possession of your plan. Either you or your supervisor can initiate the progress review process. To create your progress review, please make sure you are on the Progress Reviews tab at the top left of the screen. Go to the bottom right of the screen and select Create Progress Review. You will then enter comments for each of your performance elements. If the Create Progress Review button is grayed out or does not appear, this means that the plan needs to be approved and communicated back to you before you can start. Select the performance element you want and enter your comments. Make sure you are entering comments in the Employee Input section. Once you are done with an element, you can select Go to the next performance element. This will automatically save your comments. Repeat the same process until they are all complete. Once complete, select the Transfer to Rating Official button at the top right of the screen and click on Go. Your RO will then add their comments for each performance element. Your RO will counsel you on your progress review and transfer to you for acknowledgement. There is also a useful tool you can use within My Performance. It is the My Journal tab at the top of the My Performance main page. It helps you to keep track of your accomplishments during this appraisal cycle. Only you can see what you enter in My Journal. You can then copy and paste this information into your progress review or annual appraisal. The information you enter in My Journal can follow you wherever you transfer, as it is tied to your DoD ID number on your CAC. There are 3 rating levels that you can receive on your annual appraisal: 5, 3, and 1. Level 5 is outstanding. A 4.3 or above is outstanding. Level 3 is fully successful. 4.2 or lower. Level 1 is unacceptable. If you score a 1 on any element, you are rated as unacceptable, regardless of what you scored on the other elements. Key takeaways. First, remember to log in periodically or you will be booted out of the system and have to request access again. 3-level rating pattern. Level 5 is outstanding, Level 3 fully successful, Level 1 unacceptable. The rating cycle is 1 April through 31 March. The minimum period of 90 days required to be eligible for a rating. A minimum of 3 performance review discussions between the supervisor and the employee. Performance objectives follow the SMART format. Performance elements reflect critical job objectives. Minimum of 3 and a maximum of 10 elements. In 30 days, you must have an approved performance plan in place. Each employee must have a written performance plan within 30 days of the appraisal cycles, new position, new set of duties, and/or a new supervisor. If you have any questions, please email them to smb_hqmc_ler_QUAN@usmc.mil, and we will reply within 24 hours.